Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech. In today's video, I'll try to compare the iQOO 7 versus OnePlus 80 device. Which phone is best option to buy right now? So this is a question which has been requested by a few of my subscribers, particularly one of my subscriber. So who is looking to buy one of this device right now today? That is the reason I thought of making this video as soon as possible for him. So which might be helpful for him as well. As you can see, this is exact comment which I got right now comparing both phones. So in this video, I'll try to talk about in-depth comparison trends between both phones because I did use a lot of long time review between both phones as well, and during this time I'll try to talk about the performance, display, camera, battery charging, connectivity, build quality, UI, software updates, and the price as well. All this taking into consideration, finally I'll try to declare the winner, which phone is the best in what type of category as well. So let's get started with the first thing about the performance wise. In terms of the performance wise, the iQOO 7 has got the Snapdragon 870 chipset and the OnePlus 80 has got the Snapdragon 865 chipset. So in terms of the benchmarks, so this is what the few of the users they're actually looking into benchmarks as well. So first, regarding the benchmarks, you won't feel much kind of difference. Let me just show you exactly the benchmark between both phones. Right now in the OnePlus 80, you can get the benchmark score about 6,50,000, sometimes 6,60,000 as well. In the iQOO 7 device, always it was about close to 7 lakhs only throughout the time of testing. As you can see, slightly better benchmarks you can actually expect in this iQOO 7 device. But in terms of the CPU throttling, both phones are really very close. Yes, sometimes even the Snapdragon 865 in this OnePlus 80 was able to perform really great than the Snapdragon 870 in terms of the CPU throttling results. As you can see, exactly these are the graph looks between both phones. You can see the average and the maximum and the minimum as well. How much difference it's there between both phones, iQOO 7 and this device, as you can see friends. Exactly, not only in the OnePlus 80, even same kind of performance I did observe in the iQOO 3 device. So I do have the iQOO 3 with me as well. So even in the iQOO 3 as well, as you can see, this is iQOO 3 smartphone which scored about 3,50,000 in the CPU throttling results, so which was able to maintain really good. So overall, in my experience, I can definitely say the performance slightly kind of close to each other only. So maybe little bit kind of better you can expect in the Snapdragon 870, but at this moment, I can definitely say both are kind of close to each other, nothing much difference. Huge difference you won't be seeing between both phones. And regarding the optimization for the games, so right now most of the games are really optimized, but at this moment, the OnePlus 80 has got the Battlegrounds mobile support of 90 FPS in the OnePlus 80 device at this moment. As you can see, let me try to open the Battlegrounds mobile gameplay in this phone, so then you will be able to understand. In the iQOO 7 device, Snapdragon 870, still we did not get the 90 FPS official update, so we need to depend upon the config file during this time of demonstration. That's the one area which a little bit kind of advantage for the Snapdragon 865. So don't worry, very soon even the Snapdragon 870 also will get that kind of update, so you should not be worried at all regarding this 90 FPS. Now let me try to show you exactly the settings what is available. As you can see, it's 90 FPS without using any kind of config tool you can actually get in the OnePlus 80 device at this moment. That's the one advantage which I can definitely see in this OnePlus 80 at this moment. So in terms of the performance segment, both phones are kind of slightly close to each other, so that's a very tough choice for me to decide which phone is the winner. And next is a display. So in terms of the display segment, so iQOO 7 has got the 1080 resolution screen, even the OnePlus 80 also 1080 resolution screen, AMOLED display, and even the fluid AMOLED display, and 300 Hz touch sampling rate and 240 Hz touch sampling rate in this OnePlus 80. So not much difference you can actually see between the both phones, but slightly the display looks slightly good in the iQOO 7 device, but some people they did not like the iQOO 7 display. But in my opinion, I did see slightly better colors in this iQOO 7 device when compared with the normal fluid AMOLED display. So you will be able to notice only if you keep both phones side by side. If you watch OnePlus 80, you would not feel any kind of difference, but the moment you bring other phone side by side with the OnePlus 80, then you will start to notice the difference slightly because of some kind of adjustments which you can actually do in this phone, even in this OnePlus 80 as well. But overall, in terms of the display segment, slightly kind of close to equal points between both phones. And green tint issue in few of the iQOO 7 devices, you can actually experience a green tint problem. But OnePlus 80, I did not have any kind of pink tint or no green tint, no issues in terms of the display in this device. That's the one thing which I thought of mentioning in the display segment. Slightly better points for the OnePlus 80 as well in this point. And next, regarding the camera. So in terms of the camera, absolutely friends, the clear winner is iQOO 7 device. I'll try to show you multiple times as well why the iQOO 7 is a clear winner. First thing is the night mode shots. Night mode shots in this phone is kind of miracle friends. It's really good. It's very good. So this is a shot which I have taken of this flower pot with complete darkness, and the OnePlus 80 was unable to deliver not even close to this shot, not even close. You won't even see any kind of image. That's a night mode is not that good in the OnePlus 80 device at this point. That's a small disadvantage at this moment with the night mode shots. So apart from that, you can definitely see other shots are slightly kind of good, but not much great when compared with the iQOO 7 device in terms of the night mode shots. And even the main camera as well, sometimes I do feel the iQOO 7 displays camera is really good. As you can see, the colors are really good. In the dynamic range, you can see the colors, how dark it looks. So here it looks kind of really washed out in the OnePlus 80, the background. As you can see friends, background door, the small sample which I just showing you, and there's a front cam shot which I've taken in both phones, and both phones are kind of close to each other only in terms of the front cam, nothing much difference in terms of the camera. But overall the stabilization is also really good in this phone. Stabilization is a plus point, even the back camera is really good in this device. So overall I do feel the camera segment, the one iQOO 7 has got really strong points in terms of the camera segment. And 4K 30 FPS or 60 FPS also you can record, sorry not 30, 60 FPS as you can see. That's fantastic. In the OnePlus 80 as well, you can actually do that. But overall, in terms of the camera, I'm giving slight points for the iQOO 7 device in my usage of experience. That's what the conclusion is. So next, regarding the battery and the fast charging. So fast charging, the iQOO 7 device can charge up to close to 30 minutes, sometimes 35 minutes. The time may vary. Even the OnePlus 80 takes about close to 37 minutes and 36 minutes of time to complete charge the phone from 0 to 100%. And battery backup, I can definitely expect the 6 hours of screen on time in this phone. Even same thing has happened in the OnePlus 80 as well. 6 hours of screen on time in this phone without any kind of issues. And playing the Battlegrounds mobile continuously, I can actually play for about 6 hours and 30 minutes. I think maybe 6 hours, not 30 minutes, sorry, 6 hours, and sometimes even 6 hours, 30 minutes if you keep the brightness low in this device. Even the OnePlus 80 also achieved the same kind of performance results in my testing. So in terms of the battery and the charging, I'm giving slightly equal points. The equal points comes to battery and the charging and the performance. These two are slightly kind of close to equal in terms of performance and everything. So camera highlight point for the iQOO 7 device. Display, except if you leave the green tint problem aside, I think both phones are slightly close to each other only in terms of the display segment. So next is the connectivity. So in terms of the connectivity, of course, the connectivity is slightly better for the OnePlus 80 device at this moment. So in this segment, 5G bands are slightly close to each other. I think 2 bands in this phone and even one 5G band in the iQOO 7 device. So you can check the details about in the Amazon website as well, as you can see, which says the 5G N78 and 5G N70. I think even the OnePlus 80 has also got only the one 5G band. So in terms of the 5G, there's a slightly close to each other only. And in the GSM Arena website, you can actually find the 3 bands, 1, 3, 78. As you can see in the GSM Arena website, that is where I did take this kind of details as well. As you can see, OnePlus 80 in the GSM Arena in terms of the Indian variant. As you can see, that is what they did mention according to this site. So in terms of the 5G bands, maybe if it is correct, the advantage will be for the OnePlus 80 device. But regarding the Wi-Fi connection, regarding the 4G plus connection, I did not see much kind of difference. So slightly better points for the OnePlus phones in terms of the connectivity, just a little bit, yes. So in my experience, I did feel that kind of difference after using OnePlus Nord CE, OnePlus Nord 2, OnePlus 80, OnePlus 9R. And in this kind of experience, I did came to know connectivity wise slightly better phones, those OnePlus devices when compared with the iQOO device. Yes, that's the one thing which I can definitely say for the confirmation. So if you ask me, if you live in the metropolitan city, you may not be able to notice much, but if you're living in the town and rural area, then definitely you will be able to notice a lot of difference in the OnePlus phones. So next, regarding the build quality and haptic feedback. Haptic feedback, which phone is the best? iQOO 7, yes, absolutely friends. Haptic feedback, this is one of the strongest haptic feedback I've ever seen. Yes, in my phones, whatever phones I got, there's a very strong haptic feedback. And not only the strong, it's kind of 4D haptic feedbacks. So it's fantastic friends to get this kind of experience 4D haptic feedback in this phone, which is very good in this device. That's fantastic in this in terms of the haptic feedback. And Type-C 3.1 USB port in this OnePlus 80 is really good advantage, which is Type-C port. So that means the data transfer from pen drives or hard disk or maybe from laptop, it will be very much faster. How much faster? 10 times faster. Yes, 10 times. That's really incredible speeds you can actually get with the Type-C 3.1 port as well, USB port. This is the one thing you should definitely remember before actually buying this device. Speakers, I did feel the OnePlus 80 has got slightly better advantage in the speakers, slightly better volume output than the iQOO 7 device in my testing. So next, regarding the UI. So UI user interface, it depends upon the totally upon the user only, which UI you want. Right now the OnePlus 8T has got the Oxygen UI only. It did not get mixed with the color UI at this moment. So it's kind of really clean and very smooth interface can actually get in the OnePlus 8T device at this moment. And that's the one thing, and it also depends upon the type of user as well, friends. So it's totally up to your choice. But if you ask me which UI I will prefer, definitely I'll try to prefer the clean user interface and no ads, no bloatware in the OnePlus 8T device. That's the one thing. And software updates, definitely you should not be worried about both phones software updates. 2 years of Android updates are possible in this phone, 2 Android updates, and you'll definitely get the Android security updates regularly without any kind of issues. Price. So right now the price is a really tough question, because at this moment of I am making this video, the iQOO 7 device is available for about, let me just show you exactly, 31,990, and 2,000 rupees discount you can get, which makes 30,000 for the iQOO 7 device. And whereas this OnePlus 8T at this moment it's available for about close to I think 38,990. As you can see friends, clearly 38,999 for the OnePlus 8T device. So in terms of price range, there's a huge difference up to close to I think 9,000 difference is there between both phones. That's a kind of really huge difference, I would say, friends. So for this kind of price, will it make any kind of justification to buy the OnePlus 8T or not? In my opinion, I would say maybe, in case if you have the budget to spend, then definitely go for the OnePlus 8T. And if your budget is very limited, that is what, if your budget is very limited, you can definitely choose the iQOO 7 device. But final point is that even if you choose either of the device, you will be definitely very happy. In my opinion, that is what I meant. I think the iQOO 7 has got slightly advantage for the price, and for the camera, slightly better performance, just a little bit. And not only that, you do have plenty of other gaming advanced features as well. For example, 4D haptic vibrations and game frame interpolation as well, other special effects you are having in this phone. For the gamers, I will definitely recommend the iQOO 7 device for the gamers, hardcore gamers. That is what my point is. And this is a quick comparison, friends, between both phones, and now it's up to your turn to decide which phone is the best. And I did say all the things about these both phones, advantages and disadvantages. So now it's up to you to process all this kind of information, and you can definitely take the decision. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, friends. I'll be straight for more updates. In case if you have any other queries, don't forget to check the playlist for more information. Until then, bye.